Welcome in. I am Molly Young. You are on my page, and I welcome you in. If you're here now, you are catching the replay. This is a live, so I'm going to wait for some friends to get on. I'm a couple minutes early, so we may have to wait a bit. So you may choose to fast forward till you see us moving along and the desktop come up to the screen. But yeah, hit hashtag replay if you're here. I'd love to know you're here. I'm just waiting for some eyeballs to get on. And then we're going to get busy, 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 busy. Just waiting, waiting, waiting. Good morning. Come in and join me. Hi, Molly. First one here. Oh, I forgot to pull me up on Facebook. There we go. Let me turn down my volume. I forgot to. Oh, I turned it up, not down. Yes, happy June. Can you believe summer's here? Maybe. We're supposed to be, well, it's going to get into the 70s this afternoon here, and then they said 88, which might reach 90 on Wednesday. And I think tomorrow's supposed to be up in the upper 80s as well. So that'd be a shock to the system. It's just crazy. I don't know if you go through that in Kentucky, but that's what tends to happen here. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We were busy. I wasn't on a lot at all. I wasn't on a live, but I wasn't usually I have a lot of time and I'm on Facebook or YouTube a lot. And we had stuff going on Saturday and then we had a graduation party yesterday and I went over early to help my girlfriend out. So it was an all day thing. And here we are. It's Monday again. Otherwise and otherwise. I gotcha. I gotcha, Molly. So, yeah, I'm gonna go down to the desktop now because we have a few people on. So this has been, oh, thank you. Thank you. I messed up the other day. When Molly says the jamboree, it's junk journaling jamboree. I said junk journal jamboree. I'm very new to the group and I misspoke. So it's junk journaling jamboree. Ugh. Um, it's a Monday morning. Give me a break. But yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for that. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. All right. So this isn't what we're going to be doing today, but I wanted to start off here. Oh, one quick PSA, okay? If I am out of camera, will someone please put a comment in that I'm out of mouthful on Monday? That's right. That I'm out of camera because when we left off on Friday, I watched the replay. I'm like, nobody can even see what you're doing. And I didn't know. I try to watch my screen, but sometimes I get so into what I'm doing um that I get out of the camera and I don't ever want to do that. So please let me know. All right. So I want to talk about this lens that I've been like bound and determined to figure out. Now, because I did have a busy weekend, I wasn't able to do a whole lot. I did do one better. I posted about that. But this is the old one, the one that we did that I showed you last week, even though my picture's upside down, right? And it works. But I want you to pay attention to the mistake I made. And I did this with the larger one that I actually tore apart trying to fix. But I was scoring and gluing down. And you do not want to do that. I went and rewatched the tutorial and everything. What you want to do is, and this is one isn't perfect either. So notice on the left hand side here. Oh, I got Fabrifix and I'm missing a nail. Um, how perfectly this one works. Notice how it's round. I did not put a score line in this one. This one over here, I did. And then I tried to pick it back up. So it's working kind of, but and I picked up and re-glued this one, which is why it's kind of messy. So if you're gonna try this, the trick is, oh, I still got tape on here. You glue this down flat, this piece right here. But you have to be very careful that you're only gluing down the first little edge right here. Okay, and that's where I kept messing up. So I wanted to let you guys know. And then if you ever need to replace your picture or fix something, these come right out. I wouldn't do it over and over. And then you can, oh, hopefully I didn't ruin it. Yeah, then you can put them back in. And then you get your reveal. How you decorate these sides, I haven't figured out yet, but I'm ready to set this aside. But I'm really happy to have a new technique that I'm feeling more comfortable with now, that I think's gonna go really, really well. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Now, one of the things that is obvious that's going on with my journal is I didn't know how many signatures to do, so I only did 2 to start. And I figured out what I want to do to the center. Now, as I don't know if there's anybody new, I glued my, instead of sewing into the binding, I glued my signatures in. Okay, that allows it to open 360 degrees. It allows it to lay flat anywhere you are in the book. Okay, so that was something I did on one of my other lives. I have no idea which one. Okay, but it works out really, really well. But I did a 1-inch spine, which was really ambitious for a 5x5 book. So I don't know what I was thinking. So I am thinking, guys, I want to do an accordion fold. Now I started one this morning, um, where you have all of these pockets, and I want to put those right in the center. Okay. Now here's the dealio. I will have later today, but I didn't have a big enough size paper to do the whole thing. So I made this one at a smaller size, but then I went back in and I grabbed my cardstock, and these should be done gluing. I cut out 5 by 10 inches, right? So then I could fold it in half. Okay. And I still get an envelope in the center. Oh, this is black. You guys might not be able to really see, but they pouch open. So I did all these. Now I'm probably going to have to do more, but what I am envisioning is I want this, once I glue these down, I want them to go up halfway. The other thing I'm going to do, which I don't need to do, oh darn, I forgot to print something. Hold on. I need to print something. On my computer here. Wrong one. I have a mouse. I'm trying to, okay, now I have my mouse. This isn't the right one either. I'm trying to open a file. Accordion tabs. Okay, this is what I want. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. Watch out, doggy. No, 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 no. Okay, sorry. I need to print something and I wanted to put a piece of cardstock in my printer. Let me print 2 copies of this. Sorry, guys. I really do try to be organized, but okay, they're spitting out now. And after I glued them, I used these little clamps. Oh, let me get back to here. I use these little clamps to help hold down the glue. Keep one here, and I keep my little ones up here. I don't know where my pink one went. All right, let me grab those real quick. All right, so I want to connect these a little bit differently than just gluing them to each other. So I thought we could do that today. See if I can do both of these at once without. So I printed on a really thin cardstock, and then I also printed on a regular printer paper. And what we're going to do here, and it doesn't matter if they get crooked. I did this before, so I know this will be okay. Okay. Hi, Rita. It's good to see you again. Oh, gosh, I just screwed that up. Come on in for me to cut crooked. So we're working on an accordion envelope today to go inside of this massive binding that I have. It shouldn't take too long, but I want to cut these up into these tabs. And make sure I'm straight with everybody here. Okay. These are not lining up. So let's just do, we're just going to do the cardstock. And then I have this side. So I have 10. 4x2 is what I measured them out at. My sheet is my pockets, my envelopes are 5x5. But I don't even know. This might be, you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision right now, and I'm going to trim these down about another 1/4 of an inch. I can get straight. I have something in my track. Hold on. And then this should fly by. Let me cut this one down about a 1/4 of an inch here. Or a little more. Because I learned on my other one, they were so little long. And I'll show you what we're going to do with these. Oh, bugger. Okay, this, and then just one more cut. I hope everybody had a really nice weekend. We did. It was just really busy. John had a tow motor training because they have to do that every so often to stay legal, and a graduation party, and I was not on here as much as I thought I would be. I am not even Steven on these, so I'm gonna take my scissors to them so that they're all the same. Okay. Now, I'm thinking here that I want to do the round corners. I don't know if the person is here. Whoever told me to flip this upside down is a genius. Because if you have a round cutter. Well, hello, Miss Mel. Come on in, honey. If you have a round corner punch and it sometimes doesn't do it round, flip it upside down. I took the backing off. Yes, it's going on my desk. I don't care. I have the garbage can right next to me. So it's like no big whoop. But I want to round the corners to make these look a little bit prettier. Now, the reason I'm using the black cardstock is I had a choice to make. There's another way to make these where you fold the paper, and I actually would prefer to have done it that way. That was what my little prototype was. This is when you take, you fold an 8.5 by 11 3 ways. You have about an inch that you glue, and then you fold it in half, and then you get these envelopes from it, right? And I love this. I just absolutely love it. But I just don't have a piece of paper big enough to do this for me. And also, you can use a journal on the other side if you want. If you want to use it as a standalone piece. But mine's going to get glued in. So, this is where the tabs are going to go. So I'll show you. Oh, but I lost my train of thought. Go figure. I used black because the only size I had to do the manila folder, or was a manila folder, to do the size that I was looking at. And I didn't want manila in there since a lot of my project is the black and red and teal. I mean, it totally probably would have worked. I just decided not to do that. So since I didn't have a piece of paper big enough, I ended up cutting out 5 by 10 sheets and gluing them together. Because I was thinking, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't care that I didn't cut this perfectly fine right here because you're not going to see it. Yeah, whoever told me to look at this upside down is a genius. No wonder they were coming out crooked. It's easy to get them. You think it's in there all the way, and it might not be. But when you can see that corner is all the way down to the bottom, then you have no problem. If that corner hits somewhere else and you think you're all the way in, you're going to get a bad cut. So, just love you guys teaching me. All right. Now, the other, I don't think we're going to need this many. But I want to, the next thing I want to do is fold a few of these in half, and then we'll get started. Good morning, Debbie. Welcome home. Thank you for your message and your understanding. I am doing that today, I promise. So yeah, and you only need one-sided paper to do this, which is nice too. So let me just do 4 of these. Well, let me do another one. Okay. So you have all these now, right? They are 4 by 2. I rounded the corners. They're just one-sided prints. I printed off on cardstock. Okay, that's the old one. Where did I put my new one? It's right here. Okay, so I haven't done this one before, but let's see if these are even going to fit in here. Yeah, they will. So basically, this is what's going to happen. But what we're going to do is we're going to take two. Anybody that's new, we're doing an accordion envelope to put in the middle. It is the little things, Molly. It totally is. Okay, so I'm gonna glue down this whole thing. I didn't put my pin in here. Hold on. I make a big deal about losing my pin and then I didn't put it in. Well, this girl, what are you gonna do? All right. So then you pick up two of these. I know this is gonna be hard to see, but basically you go to okay, you put the bottom side of this one in here. Okay. Then this can be tricky, but if you fold it like with your fingers, get it open, then you take this one and you put it inside of this one. Then you have to make sure you're square, which is another thing I didn't do very well on my last one. That is for sure. Okay. Now they're glued together and you have two pockets. These don't open as much as my other one, but I don't know. So then you just repeat the process, which is why I did all of these at once. So don't fall asleep on me, but we got to do all, oops, we got to do all these. So you take your next one and you do the exact same thing. You just repeat the process. Pick it up though, so your glue doesn't smear anywhere you don't want it. Oh, I'm on the wrong edge. Duh. Hold on. I have a little strip hanging here, but I think I'll cover it up. Okay. Right in there, write down. First thing you want to do, are they lined up? It's so easy to not have them lined up. So I like to go from top to bottom to make sure that everybody's yeah, I can't pull that apart yet. The glue isn't dry. So, sorry, this is going to be a little bit of a process here. Use whatever glue you want. I don't think you need anything fancy for this. Just make sure you have good coverage on it. That's my only, I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't be giving advice when I haven't really done this other than the first one I did this morning. Okay, so underneath that flap and then turn it right side up and put it in this flap and then make sure they're all centered. Now, mind you, some of my papers aren't going to be exactly centered. And we'll just keep growing and growing. I have two more. Of anything, I just really make sure I get down the fold where it's folded. I make sure I get that really well. Easy peasy. It's so much easier than it looks like it might be. The only thing I will say, I can tell already, this is not going to fan out as much as my other one did. And I have a humongous space to fill. Let's do one more and see where we're at. One more. I couldn't figure out what I was gonna do in the center, and I thought I was gonna have to add 1 or 2 more signatures, and I'm like of that journal, I'm like, I mean, how many pages do I already have in this sucker? Like, that would be a lot. Okay. So these have to dry, but I can already tell I'm gonna need twice as many. So, okay, so let's pretend I'm gonna let that dry. Let me show you. All right, so in the center of my book, I just mentioned, I did the glue method on this one, and I did a 1 inch. So what I'm envisioning, and when these, see how short those were? That's why I couldn't do it the way I wanted to. But what I envision is I'll have an expandable folder in here in the middle. And then I won't have to worry about adding more signatures. So that's kind of what I'm after. Um, so now I'm waiting for this to dry, and I think I need to do more. I think this is only going to get me, or let's do it this way. I need twice as many more. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 more. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll just do 5. Oh, I have a 6th one. Let me get these done. So yeah, so if you have a scoring table, score these in half to help you, because I'm not totally accurate on this. Do you, Debbie? I love it too. I think it's gonna work. It's just I was farting around with the way I wanted to do it. I just couldn't because I didn't have the 12 by 12 paper. So I had to use 8.5 by 11, and then my printer has margins on it. So I'm like, well, I have this black cardstock, and that is the lightweight cardstock. I think, oh, we did this the other day. I think it's the 65 pound that they sell like at Walmart. That's where I got it from, Walmart. And it wasn't that badly priced. Sometimes on Amazon, you can look at colors and stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, these journals are already expensive. I don't know about that. All right, so then I'm gonna get, hold, bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna get my 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I fold them in half. I don't need all this. Yeah, I only need to do 4. So this isn't going to be the most exciting live, but we are making progress. So what I like to do is cut these right here and now. It's a 5 inches. Okay, and then I have all this. I have so many of these. I'm going to have to find something to do with them. Then I'm going to cut 5 inches again. And then I have 1 inch to cut off, which is the end of my cutting board. Sorry, I think I need a new blade. That's why I'm being a little rough. Roughhousing over here. All right. Woo. Let's see. Oh, I shouldn't have cut those in half. Hold on. I did it wrong. It's okay. We're going to use them. We're going to use them. I just did it wrong. And I do not want to do it that way. So we're going to do this again. Because I just messed up. I'm not going to glue. I tried that earlier and it did not work. Sorry, folks. I've tried this method so many different ways today. I got confused as to which one I was doing. Okay, now 5 by 10. That's what I cut this to. And they all need to be folded right in half. Again, if you have a scorer tool, please use it. I cannot wait to get mine. But in the meantime, I have fingernails, even though one is naked, but we do crafts, right? So there's glue involved. I was actually doing a lot of dishes yesterday at a graduation party, helping my friend out, and that my index finger was like, "Well, it was nice to know you. See you later." Like, okay, bye. I'm like, right before everybody comes over. All right. So then I did use my Fabri-Tac on this. No, I didn't. I used this one. Oh, Mel, you're so sweet. I don't know. The most phone calls I get during the day are when I'm on a live. I'll tell you that much. So you want to leave as much space, wait, yeah, as you can. Is this 5 by 5? Okay, we're not cutting this again, but we are going to. Okay, I had a doy moment. I didn't measure it right. I don't know how. I need a 1/2 inch. Let me see if this is right. How did that happen? I've been doing this all morning. Is it because I'm on a live? My gosh, it's like Groundhog Day over here. You need a 5 by 10, which means I need to cut off 1 inch from this side. Let me start this way. I don't know, you guys, I just messed up. I'm very sorry. I'm going to be doing a little journal, I have a feeling. Okay, this is better. I don't know how I cut that so short. Yes, okay, we're square now. Perfect. Oh my gosh. And it makes me sick because then I feel like I'm wasting paper, but we're gonna have a heck of a junk journal. You know what I think we'll do, Mal, and everybody else? We'll do a big tall one. Because I mean, I have 500 pages here now of the wrong of the ends of all of these. Okay. So we have to do these. Let me see if I don't even know where these are dried. They're just, they don't expand as much as the one. Well, they're not that bad. They're opening up pretty darn well. So I just want to add 3 more to this, right? And I have all these done now. So let's just dive in and get this puppy done and then glue it in. And then I have to decide what I'm going to use on the pages. Aren't you all excited about that? Oh my God, she has to make a decision. We'll come back later. Oh, speaking of later, while I do this, I hope everybody can come back at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be making some embellishments with polymer clay that are going to go into this journal. Now, I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is mine. And it is one of the mixed mediums that I like. Oh, I didn't glue these together. One of the mixed mediums I like to bring into my journals. So we're going to make a few embellishments. I don't think I'm doing the resin. I mean, I could. I need to stop talking. God, it is a Monday morning. You only want to do the sides, sisters, okay? Do you? The waist not want not. Yep. That's exactly what this is. Let me stick something inside of here so I can here, let me use my bad guy here. Just make sure only the sides go down. That was a silly move. Okay. I just have 2 more. If I was using Fabri-Tac, this probably would glue down a lot faster, but it's so thick when it goes on. And then, like I said, I use my little crimps, but I think we'll just wait 1 second here. We will just make this all work out. And then, this is my 3rd one. I mean, I can't. Let me see if this will still fit in here. All right, so then again, we go here to here. So I'm going to glue this Mama Jama. And that's going to go on the top side of this one, right? As centered as possible. And then on the back side of this one, just got to get it in there, hold it up straight, make sure your pages are centered. And then we have 2 more pockets, but I don't want to really pull these apart too much, seeing as that they're still drying. And then we have 1 more. And if this isn't enough, I'll go back to it later, but I think it might be. And then I want to get these in the journal. And then we have to cover, they're going to have a, what the heck is going on here? Then we're going to have to cover where I'm, whoops, where I'm gluing them down. Here we go. I was like, did I glue it shut? I very well could have. That's the thing. Oh, waste not, want not. I love it. Okay. So then this needs to go. We need to do another one here. This is the one I was working on earlier when I realized I cut the paper the wrong. I don't know. I don't know. These things just happen because they do, and they happen to the best of us, right? Okay, so then this guy goes in here. It's gonna be a lot of pockets for someone. Okay, and then match it up as best you can. All right, and then that will conclude our folio that I'm still waiting to glue. I love it. Okay. Oh wait, I need that. Let's see how fat this baby's gonna be. Right? Because I left all this, and this side's gonna glue down to this side. This side's gonna glue down to this side. So this is actually, it is absolutely perfect. And then it will open like this, right in the middle of the journal. I'm wondering, here's what I think I want to do. Hold on. I think in order to glue these down on my page, and we can decorate these pages, but I don't want to lose. A quarter, 5 by a quarter. Okay. I know what we're going to do. I'm not going to use my paper trimmer. Because I'm eyeballing something. And sometimes when I eyeball stuff, I can't use my trimmer because I don't have an exact measurement. And I eyeball all the time in my trimmer the wrong way. That's just me. Okay, so one's going to go here and one's going to go here. So let's glue these down. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. No, I'm not going to glue them down yet. I'm going to glue them to the front and the back of this. Right? And then we'll have to decorate. Yeah, that'll just be another page that we'll have to decorate. I'm sorry, I'm almost out of this stuff, so I'm shaking it down as much as I can. Hi. Hello, everybody. That is new. We are doing an accordion envelope to fit inside the middle of my signature that I made way too big, or my journal that I made way too big for the amount of signatures I have. And then we'll do the same thing on the front. Maybe. Maybe. I have Fabrifix over here. Here we go. I need one of those things I can just leave it upside down in, and I don't. Okay. So this one's gonna open this way. Okay, so now I have the two sides to glue down inside of the journal. Boy, I really glued this one crooked. In hindsight, you guys, I would have saved my tab. Hold on. Sorry. I have two more. I want to do this right. So what I want to do is make this look like the other ones with this pocket in the back. Or with this tab. That looks better than it just being plain. And I got one more. I'm so happy I cut out so many of those. I didn't think I was gonna need. I cut them all out now, and I was like, why did I do all those? I don't need that many. Oh, there you go. And then this one's gonna go right over here. I know Debbie's been missing for a while. She's back now. All right. Perfection. Maybe. We will see. So let's glue this in. Look, it fits perfect. I mean, I wished I had color cardstock or, in all the colors that were in here, but I can also add stuff to stick out of these envelopes if I want. So I don't know what I'm doing there yet. I just had what do you call that? I was just inspired. I was watching YouTube. It was actually just this morning, and I saw this technique and I'm like, "Ooh, I forgot about that." That is exactly what I need to help fill this humongous gap I have in the middle of my journal. So here we are, trying to do that. If I can get it straight. Okay. And then this is going to be perfect. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I have to wait till it's all dry. I think I have to go to Walmart and get more glue. So I know this wasn't the most exciting live, but yeah, so this afternoon we're going to play with a little bit of clay and we're going to make some embellishments for this project. I know I said I was going to walk away from this project, but quite frankly, I'm not ready yet because I keep having new ideas about it. So we're just not. Okay, so then maybe I should have glued these down in there. Maybe I still will. I think I should have, but I gotta wait for the glue to dry to see if they can even stretch that long. I'm not putting any more in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pockets. That is plenty for everybody and their brother, I think. So yeah, I might need to glue these. Oh, it won't matter if I glue them. Oh, no, it would. I glue them into the signature. Well, I just did that. I thought these were going to open up more. Huh. That's fine. I don't care. Do you guys care? I think it's okay. Oh, thank you, Molly. I I think so too. I just get so excited about stuff. I can't help myself. Like, we got to do this. We got to do that. Um, oh my gosh, look at what my heart did over here. We'll have to cover that page up. I have a lot of pages in here to still decorate. I have I printed off some new that I want to put in here. Maybe we can do, oh my gosh, is that not crazy cuckoo? I did polka dots. Um, and I did checks. I don't know if we'll use the checks, but I something about it was calling me. Yeah, so I printed off, I made these this morning where you have like some little journal pages, and then you have one for like photos. We could put a couple of those in because the bell hasn't rung yet. Kidding. Okay, these have to be cut separately, which is fine. We could put a couple of these in. And then I need to start thinking like, uh-oh, something's stuck in here. Then we need to start thinking about what to do with the other pages. And I have the embellishments. I have this guy, not this one, the one that isn't, oh, this one. Right? I can make another one of those to put in it. I need to get some inspiration for some other ideas. Because I mean, I don't want every page to be flooded with color. I'd like to have some breaks in that. A couple less, huh? I just don't like the way I had to make them because this one, when you make them this way, look how wide they open. What am I gonna do with this thing now? Molly, I'm gonna send it to you to put in your whatnot. Waste not, whatnot. I'll send you some happy mail you can put in there. I'm kidding. All right, let me get this guy. And then let's do another page here. Oh, brother. Okay. Um, I didn't cut out the picture pages. I'm probably going to want a picture page now. I think right at the beginning would be a nice place to write something. Why do these look so small? Hmm. Well, it's way too big. Another eyeballing move. I don't know how, they say practice makes perfect. Well, not for Molly this morning because I don't know how I got that so screwed up. But wouldn't this be cool? We have a little full, like you open the first page and then we do something here and then you open this one and you have room to write. Let's do it. Oh, I gotcha. I'm reading so fast, Molly, I didn't even catch it. Nope, didn't catch it at all. Here comes my dogs. They're being very good today. Molly is happy. Okay, let's make sure we get this right side up in here. And this is screaming for lace. Let me glue it in first. Let me find something. That ought to take her all day long. I have a pen that I don't know where. Where'd you go? My gold metallic pen. All right, well, here it is. Let me try something here. This is a Deco Color Premium Prime Primo gold leaf pen. And I've used it before on here, but I think it's starting to run out. I have another one, but I don't know where it is right now. So let's just color in. I'm getting some on the blue. There we go. Just because that stark white, now I'm really kicking myself for using white pages on here. But then we'll have a little piece of gold in here, which I think will look better. I'm getting my workout today. I hope I lose 20 pounds. Yeah, right. Keep eating ice cream, Molly. Keep eating ice cream. It's my new thing. Sea salt caramel ice cream. They say it's the light version. It's from Aldi's, and it's amazing. And I'm sure it's not the light version. All right, let's do this. That's going to look so cute. I don't know what we're going to do over here yet. But look at how that goes together. I love that I put the gold down there. Love sea salt caramel. Oh, and when we were at, where were we? Easter. My daughter-in-law's mother brought sea salt caramel cake from, we have a store called Heinen's here. And then I hate when there's so many dessert choices and you're like, I want one of everything. I did that yesterday. We were at a graduation party and I took 2 pieces and then I was like, my husband was right there. I'm like, I ate what I wanted. I tried another piece. So I'm like, here you go. I'll finish it. Okay, I'm really happy with how this is coming together. All right. Even though this one's sideways. Oh well. Okay, so that's what we got done today. We put our pockets in. I mean, our accordion envelopes, whatever you want to call them, right? Just have to figure out how. I forgot because I didn't stitch it. They're going to lay flat in the center. That's why I did this, so everything would lay flat. I didn't do the stitch. If I did the stitch and glued it, they would probably fan out better. But whatever. I think it's going to work. Yeah. So that's what we have for today. Um, okay, so it's 11 o'clock. My husband's leaving work right now to come home, and I want to make him something to eat for lunch. He had an early morning. First day back after being on vacation. It's never fun. So I'd like to go make him lunch and be there for him when he gets home. And then guys, I am coming back on at 3 o'clock, and I'm going to show you how we can make some clay embellishments to use in your journals. I'm not saying anyone needs to be a clay expert. I just want to show you I am a totally mixed media. So I am going to do more than paper. But oh, it was a great time. So thank you guys. Yes, I will see you guys at 3 o'clock, and enjoy your day until then. It's not too far off now. Okay, bye.